Welcome to another Hot Sauce and Bananas, where all your dreams come true. Today I want to talk about getting along with your neighbor. There's a younger woman that's been admitted to the nursing home who, shall we say, is less mature than her age is emotionally, and she's been causing fights and been in the middle of several, what should I call them? Conflicts, shall we say. Every day it's the same thing, and so has been involved in this fight, so was involved in that fight. I can hear her in the hallway, and she doesn't belong on this hallway. And it's annoying. It is definitely annoying. But should I yell out the door like I used to do? I don't think that's a good idea. That's not helping the general ambiance of this magnificent facility. Of course, I'm being facetious, but one thing I've learned something. I've practiced something. I already knew this principle, but I'm practicing it now. And it involves having to live so closely with other human beings, especially those you don't know. I don't know vast amounts of people in this building. I don't know their names. I may know the names of some people on my hall, but I only talk to a few of them. A very few. Mostly, actually, only one that I talk to, my roommate. And she is alert and oriented, so I'm not talking to someone who sees birds flying out of the wall, which has been known to happen. One of my roommates, that was happening to her. She saw a big hole in the wall and birds flying out of it. Anyway, what was I saying? I threw myself off track. I've had to practice this, and I'm getting better at it. I can't say I'm wonderful at it, but first and foremost, stop complaining. It's not going to do you any good unless you talk to the right person for the right reason. If you have an issue that needs to be addressed, go to the right people. Don't just start flapping your lips to everybody around you who will listen. Go to the right person in the right position and lay out your complaint before them, and lay out your complaint before God. Pray about it. It will give you peace of mind to know that someone greater than you is working on this problem with you. And believe me, you will feel that way if you pray with a sincere heart. Anyway, as I was saying, the thing that I practice is I don't let the little things that nudge at me get to me. The little, annoyances with living with other people. You may feel greatly annoyed for about 10 seconds, but it passes. You don't have to make a big deal out of it. You don't have to complain about every little thing. That's not going to do you any good for getting along with other people. That's one thing that I've tried to practice. Does that make me better than other people? No. That's not why I'm saying this. It's just a reminder. People get on your nerves. They do it all the time. They do it without knowing they're doing it most of the time. You gotta give them some slack, 'cause you need it yourself, don't you? You know you do. You know you get on other people's nerves sometimes too. If you don't, I'm telling you now, guess what? You get on other people's nerves too. Without knowing it, without meaning to, without malice aforethought, as as the saying goes. All these things can go global. Right now, there's one party ignored that is incensed by another party, and people are dying because of it, which is ridiculous. And it's tragic, and it's wrong. He got a bee in his bonnet, and he decided he was going to push his way through to where he wanted to go, and I'm not naming names, but you all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I can get very incensed about that alone, which is something to be incensed about. I hope the United Nations come together and stop this whole thing. Just because one person in power doesn't like what another people is doing with their lives and wants power for themselves, wants territory for themselves, to say that he made a great conquest. Anyway, I'm going too far. So it's something you have to practice. It's like being poked with a little pinpoint. It doesn't really pierce the flesh, but it's enough to irritate you. That little sharp piece of something that's caught in your clothing that you've been trying to get at all day and you can't quite reach it until you finally go into the bathroom, remove your item of clothing, and shake it out to get whatever it is out of there so it doesn't keep poking at you. Because that's where things go south, is when someone's been poked too many times that doesn't know how to keep a thick skin on themselves, a suit of armor, so to speak, and, not let things get to you. Because that's what they're designed to do. These kind of things, these are designed to get you to go into a rage and do something stupid that you can't take back. Well, that's enough for today. I've had my little talk, and we all feel better, don't we? I'm sure you do. Goodbye.